Sensors indicate it's time for a review. In this video, let's look at Robotto from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line. So let's talk about him on TAKTAK Toys With Film. And hopefully you haven't had to travel as far as Robotica for your Robotto action figure. But whether you've picked one up or not, let's talk about him together. So Robotto is a character from the Masters of the Universe franchise, and this iteration of Robotto is from his animated look in the Netflix Revelation series, which was written by Kevin Smith. So let's have a look at the Robotto figure in question. And while we do that, my question to you is, have you collected any Masterverse figures so far? Do you have any favourites? Let me know in the comments below. So first off, let's look at the packaging, and it's reminiscent of the Masterverse packaging that we've seen before, and the Robotto figure is displayed nicely inside and is clearly visible in a window packaging, and you can straight away see the character in his animated look with the window packaging here. Now, one thing that this release is clearly missing is the Clint Eastwood style poncho, but that Revelations Robotto wore, but honestly I'm okay with that. For me it looks more like a mix of the original design and the Revelations look, but it may bother you if you wanted an exact look from the Netflix series. And here we can see the side of the packaging with lovely artwork from Eamon O'Donoghue, and the other side of the character's namesake. The other side of the packaging has the character's namesake, and then the back of the packaging has a write-up on Robotto, which I'll let you enjoy here. And so what the back of the packaging basically says that Robotto went into exile with Man-at-Arms after King Randor exiled Man-at-Arms, but then Robotto joined Teela on a quest to reforge the Sword of Power as instructed by Man-at-Arms. And here's the figure out of the packaging. Now, Robotto is one of my favourite Motu, that's Masters of the Universe characters. I had the toy in the 1980s. My question to you is, which characters from Motu are your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. I've always liked supporting characters in Motu and Thundercats. Don't ask me why. And we're the Legion of Doom. If you're enjoying this review of Masterverse Robotto, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks, Legion of Doom. Yeah, as the guys there said, if you are enjoying this video, please do give it a thumbs up if you can. Like, comment and subscribe. And now let's get back to the review of Robotto. So let's go over Robotto's articulation. And to begin with, let's look at the head. It looks up and down, obviously. Yeah, it goes round in a 360-degree motion quite nicely, which you'll see in a moment here. Obviously, the visor does go down, as you see there, like in the cartoon. So the head, yes, does go around in a 360-degree motion and goes up and down quite nicely. The arms go out 90 degrees and they rotate quite nicely as well. As you can see here, me rotating this one of the swords in the hand, and obviously the wrist has got nice rotation there, you know. And obviously at the elbow you've got a double jointed elbow. So yeah, fairly nice articulation all round. Now, one thing that was a nitpick that I do have to say was that when I took the figure out of the package, the articulation was a little bit stiff, in particular in the legs, which we're going to go through in a minute. And one of the problems I had was changing the weapons from one of the hands, and there's two gun options that come with the figure. It was incredibly difficult to get the hand off the figure, and I had to heat the figure up in hot water to change the weapons back and forth. So it would be nicer if the weapons changed out a bit easier on this hand that I'm showing you now, if the gun options changed out a bit easier. But that is a small nitpick. So again, obviously you can see the articulation on the arm here, same side, rotates very nicely. You've got your shoulder articulation there, you know, got your obviously your joints at the elbow. Actually, I don't know if it is double or still single jointed. I would say double jointed, but let me know what you think in the comments. The waist here, so here's, before we go to talk about the waist, actually, here's the gun options on the figure. So that's one of the sort of blaster effects you get fitted where the hand would be, with obviously the guns kind of sticking out a little bit on that gun option. And then you've got the second option here, which is like a kind of cannon. I think this is the option we've seen more regularly in the actual cartoon, this gun option. But they are incredibly difficult to put on, as I mentioned. And you know, I kind of felt like I might break the actual sort of yeah, the actual arm in trying to put it on, or break the sort of knob where you put the actual accessories onto it. So Yeah, it was a bit of a shame. As you can see here, the waist rotates in a 360-degree motion. And I meant to mention, I picked up this Robotto from Props and Replicas, and I'll put a link for Props and Replicas in the comments below. So as you can see here, we'll move on to the leg articulation now. And there's obviously a thigh cut. You've got double jointed knees. There's a thigh cut at the legs. So it's got that kind of like yeah, there you go, there's it on display. You can rotate the leg 360 degrees, so just like a Marvel Legend or anything similar to that in 6-inch scale. You've got the thigh cut, you've got double jointed knees there. You've got no ankle rocker though, which is a little bit of a shame. There's no actual ankle rocker, but yeah, as I say, the waist has no ab crunch, simply because the inner workings of gears and all that kind of thing in the chest region. So yeah, so that's the articulation basically overall. Looking at it again, you can see the other leg here. You've got, as I say, the double jointed knees, but the knees were quite stiff out of the packaging. So again, you may want to heat the figure up with a hairdryer, or just run him under a bit of hot water before you actually start playing with him, or posing him, playing him, you know, taking photography, posing him on your shelf, whatever, you know, floats your boat really. And for some size comparisons, here's Robotto next to WWE Elite Series Legion of Doom, both Hawk and Animal separately and together. And for a comparison with Marvel Legends, here's Robotto next to Vulcan, Live Long and Prosper. Here's Robotto next to Big Time Letdown He-Man for a Motu Masterverse comparison. Here's Robotto compared with Marvel Legends Doctor Doom. Here's Robotto next to Masterverse Jitsu. Here's Robotto next to the Master of the Mystic Arts, Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. And finally, here's Robotto next to his maker, Man-at-Arms. And for all the latest Marvel Legends reviews, check out Dan Who Reviews. For reviews based in the UK, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. For toy reviews stateside, check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. Dante, hope you're doing well. Sending out love to all aspects of the toy community. Check out the Infinity Equation for all pop culture chat. Check out Austin, the hero of collectors. Check out Trevor, the 1/6 scale shooter for all things Mythic Legions. Check out Film and TV Review for all latest film and TV reviews and their YouTube channel. And check out the 3POA podcast for action figure chat and pop culture discussion. And links for all these channels are in the comments below. And for great places in the UK to pre-order and order your action figures, check out Comics and Cocktails, Kapow Toys, Star Action Figures, Gobsmack Comics, all the cool stuff, and in-demand toys. And links for all these places are in the comments below. And so I hope you enjoyed my review of Masterverse Robotto. Which characters from Motu would you like to see that we haven't gotten yet in Masterverse action figure form? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.